ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, chapter 22, verse number 10. So in this chapter we read that the young gopis, they were doing worship of Katyayani to get Krishna as their husband. So Katyayani Mahamaye Mahayogini Adhishwari Nandagop Satam Deva Dev Patikuru Mete Namah. So Krishna then came there to fulfill their wish, and that's what was described in the previous verse. So he stole the dresses which were lying on the bank of the river and put the dresses on the Kadamba tree nearby and went on top of it and started playing his flute. So then that attracted the attention of the gopis, and they came to know what has happened. So in this verse it is described how he talks to them. Atragatya ablaha kamam swam samvasa pragrihyatam satyam brahmani no narma yadyuyam vrat karshita. So he said that, oh Abla, oh young girls, come here freely without any hesitation and take your dresses, each one of you. And I'm not joking, because you may think that he's just joking. How can we go there like this? He says, Satyam Brahman. He says, I don't tell lies. I've never told lies in my life. So Satyam Brahmani, no Dharma. I'm telling the truth. It's not joke. This is not the time to joke. Also, I don't want to joke because you are already weakened by the vrata. You're fasting for 1 month, so I don't want you to trouble more by my jokes. So please come and take your dress. So ha sabdoktam spashtam parihasamaha. So in the previous sloka, there was this statement, parihasam uvachaha, that he spoke jokingly. So now the joke is described clearly here. What is the joke? But he says, no, I'm not joking. Because he tells truth. So satyam yasmakam eva etani vastrani chet kamam yatheshtam eva tragatya swam swam parichitya mrat pratyartham shaktam kritva dhanrakshakaya mahyam paritoshikam ekam haram dattva vasagrihitam. So satyam means that these are your clothes only, not that they are not your cloth. And so like somebody loses his wallet and then he says, whose wallet is this? Then somebody whose it is not, he goes and he says, it's mine. So he says, take only if it belongs to you, not otherwise. So yusmakam eva etani vastrani chet kamam yatheshtam, therefore you come freely without any inhibition and take them. And you have to come yourself so that you recognize this is my dress, so take yours, this is mine, take yours, like that. And you have to tell me this is mine, not that later on some another comes that why you gave your mine to her, like that story of Sukracharya's daughter and Visparva's daughter, Sarmishthan Devyani, and they had a problem. Their dresses got exchanged. So mat pratyartham shaptam kritva, you have to take a vow that yes, this is mine. And I am your protector of your dresses, I have saved them for you. So therefore you have to also give me some gift for protecting your dresses. If somebody else would have stolen, what would you do? I brought them here so that no other thief can take them. And I'm sitting here as a guard. So now you have to give me some gift. And what is the gift? So he says, each one of you have to give me one necklace. Right? So girls, they wear some ornaments. So each one of you have to give me one necklace and take your dress. Swam swamiti sarvabhireva agatya na tu ekya dvitrabhi va agatya vastra lobhavati nam strinam adhik grahanasyapi sambhavishmitvat. And when he says swam swam means each one of you have to come. So all of you have to come one by one. No? You can come together, no problem. But you all have to come. Not that you can say, okay, you go one, the smallest one. So you go and get all the dresses from there, and then we will put on our dresses. So no, each one have to come. Also not that you can send 2 or 3, nothing like that. Why is that? Because women are very greedy about dresses. So if you send one, she may take 3, 4 dresses and run away. Then some of you will remain without dresses, then you will blame me. So I don't want like that. So each one of you come and take. Otherwise later on problem and I will be the person criticized for that. So nanu gantum na shaknuma. So then gopis say that how can we come there? It is not possible. So then laughingly he says, Hey Abla. He says, oh, I understand you are Abla. Abla literally means weak. Right? Like they say weaker sex. So you are Abla. So manye vrat karshadev atra agantum na shaknuta iti bhava. So I know that you have been fasting for 1 month, living on Havishyanna, so you are weak, that's why you are Abla. But still you have to come, what can I do? It's not possible that you can get the dresses otherwise. Nanu kapatina stavuktau na pratima tatraha satyam. So then they say that you are kapati, you are a cheater. So how can we trust your words? So then he says, Satyam. He says, I am telling truth. So what more you want? Saptam kritva brahmimi. So I am taking shapat. Shapat means taking vow that I tell that this is like you put your hand on Bible and you say something, right? On Gita. So he says, I am taking a shapat that I am speaking truth. So Satyam, Shapatha Tathyayo ityamara. The word Satyam also means Shapat, means taking the vow. Natu narma yato vratena krishikrita yuyam tapasvinishu yusmashu daya bhaktischa dharma bhayam cha utpadyate iti. So I'm not joking, and the reason is that you are vrata karshita. You have become very weak physically by doing this vrata, and therefore you are like tapasvini, like tapasvi, like an austere sage. So you are all very austere, you are performing these austerities. Therefore I feel compassion towards you for that. I also have devotion to you, means respect that you are doing such tapasya. So my heart is very respectful to you. And I also fear dharma, means you should not trouble some sadhu people, saintly people. If you can trouble normal people, that may not be that bad, but if you trouble people who are saintly, then you get a heavy punishment for that. So he says, I am also dharma bhiru. I also fear dharma. So I don't want to act in an adharmic way. So therefore please come one by one, take your dresses. न मया उदितः पूर्वं वा नृतं तदिमे विदुः एकैकशः प्रतीच्छध्वं सहैवेति सुमध्यमा. He says, till today I have never spoken a lie. So those people who speak, who tell lies, that's how they speak. This is the sign of a person who tells lies, that I have never spoken a lie. What is the proof? Ask these people. So there were 2 thieves. They stole, like you go to the temple these days and pick somebody's pocket, so they pickpocket 2 of them. So they ran, they were caught by police. Then they were presented in front of the judge. So the judge asked that, did you pick the pocket? He says, no sir, I'm not a pickpocket, I went for darshan. I was having darshan of Bihariji, this police guy just caught me. He says, what is the proof that you are not a pickpocket? He says, ask this fellow. He says, ask him. So he asked him that, is he a pickpocket? He says, no, he is not. And he says, what about you? He says, I am also not pickpocket. I went for darshan to the temple. He says, what is the proof? He says, ask him. So this is exactly what Krishna is saying. So he says, na maya udat purvam va anritam. So anritam means false. He says, I have never made a false statement till now. I am so old and I have never spoken lie. So tadime vidu, you can ask these boys here. This guy is 3-year-old. The other one is 2-year-old. Ask them if I have spoken lies. Never. So therefore, ekakasha pratichhadvam, therefore you come one by one and accept the dress. Or saheviti, or you can come all of you together, it doesn't matter. I give you the choice. Either you can make a queue and come one by one. If you don't think that's a good solution, then you come all of you together. And so madhyama. And in the previous one he called abla, and he is calling them as sumadhyama, means those who have thin waist. Nanu mithyavadinas tav shapatayapi na vishvashima. He says, you are a liar, so how can we believe in your shapat, in your promise or your word? We don't believe it. Tad sarasana damsamaha naiti. So when Krishna heard it, then he is putting his tongue in between his teeth. You are saying like this? Don't believe me? Like some people out of surprise, some people they put the tongue in between the teeth and bring their house. So he says, you are saying this that I am a liar? How is this? Nana. Udit purva miti supsupa iti samas. Udit purva is a samas which is called supsupa samas. So Anritam na purvam uditam. I have never spoken a lie in my life. Etat janmani etavad vaya paryantam tu anritam na parichinam. So he says, I am so old, and in this my long life, I have not spoken. I don't remember my past life, but I tell you, in this life I have never spoken any lie. Etavad, etat janmani etavad. In this life till now, I am so old, I have not spoken. At least I don't remember. I have spoken. Na parichinam. So, atra kim pramanam iti chet. What is the proof in this? Ime balaye. He said, these boys ask them, how many witnesses you need? Generally 2 is enough. He said, there are 4 of them. And they are completely like my heart. So they know everything about me, what is in my mind. So even if I think of telling lies, they will know. So I don't tell lies even in my dreams. And they have the proof of that. Balanam yatha drishta grahitva swabhavad arjavatcha iti bhava. Why you witness? These boys are the witness. Because grown-up people, if they are witness, they can be biased. But children are very innocent. And they were straightforward. They speak as they see, drishtagrahi. Right? They are not very crafty in their nature. So if they saw something, they will just say that. So therefore they are the best witness, these boys. So drishtagrahitva svabhavat means their very nature is just to say what they see. They don't rotate it in their head and then make up something and then try to twist the meaning. And their arjava, they are simple, straightforward, innocent. So there is no politics in their head. There is no biasness. Nanu duratotra jale vastrani kshipyantam baladvara va diyantam. And gopis are saying, we are here inside the water, so why don't you throw the dresses to us and we'll catch them. You are good at playing anyway. You play ball with your friends. So take one by one and throw them to us. If you don't want to do that, then send the dress to us through these boys. Let them bring to us. If you think you cannot throw them, it's too far away, it will not be coming to us, then just send them. Tatra hanta hanta etani yusmadiyani anyadiyani va maya jatum asakyani katham diyantam. Then Krishna says, well, this is a big problem. Because I don't know whose dress is whose, So if I throw to one and it is somebody else's dress, then there will be Devyani Sarmishta problem here. Big fight. So that would not work. And I don't recognize your dresses. How do I know whose dress is whose, So therefore, that is not possible. Asakyani katham diyantam. Then there is one more problem. The problem is that I am a very religious person. Asmad vidhai dharmikai pardravyani nakhagrena api na sprishyanti. He says, I am such a dharmic, such a religious person that others' property I do not touch even with my nail. What to speak of holding it in with my fingers. So that is very simple. So pardravya, pardara, there is one sloka like that. So he says nakhagrena, not only with the nail but even with the front of the nail I don't touch it. So therefore I am sorry, this is not possible. Tasmat yuyam atra agatya pratichata. Therefore you please come here and accept yourself. Swam swam parichitya grinita. So you recognize which one is yours and take it. Yataha parakyam vastum na grinami, na dadami, na pisprishyami. Iti mam niyam. He says it is my niyam, it is my rule that I don't accept others' things. I don't give others things to somebody. I don't even touch, even with a stick. So that is my principle. This is mama niyama. Just like you are following some vrata. Right? Every day you come, you do puja, then you are eating this particular type of food, all these roots, fruits, no grains, drinking milk. So I am also following this vrata. My vrata is that number one, I don't tell lies. Number two, I don't take others' things. Like Yama Niyama in Yoga Sutra. Ahimsa Satya Asteya Brahmacharya Aparigraha. So I am a aparigrahi. I am also brahmachari. I am non-violent. I am truthful. And Asteya, I don't steal. So these are my principles. And I am Yogeshwara, so I have to follow all the name of yoga. So therefore it is not possible that I break my principle for you. Nanu tvaya dhrishtaena karishyamana karishyamanaad vidambanaad bhitya eva kulkumaryo vayam tvat samipam nayamas tatrahu ekaks. So now they are saying that you are a dhrishta, you are a very deviant fellow, you are not straightforward. So we don't know, if we come to you, you may misbehave with us. So therefore we fear to come near you, because you are not a simple person. And we belong to good family, we are noble girls, so we cannot come near you. So then he says, Ek ekasha. So he says, okay, you come one by one, don't come all of you. So he send one first as a test. And if I don't do anything to her, then another one can come. So if at all I will misbehave only with one. Then you all rest will become alert. But if you send one and I do nothing, then you trust me. And I am already saying that I am very dharmic person. So prathamam yusmakam avara kachid ihe agachatu. So first you send one of the smallest girl. Let her come. And tasyam avidambitayam satyam anya api ayantu. And then you see that nothing happened to her, then others can come one by one. So this way you will have no danger. Or if you fear, then all of you come together, I am one and you are so many, what am I going to do? So saheva avata ayata iti. Yugpat bhavinam agamne strinam vidambana asambhavachaiti. Because if so many women come together, then there is no possibility of misbehaving with them. Then he says, He Sumadhyama. So he is calling them Sumadhyama. So literally Sumadhyama means, Madhya means middle part, which means waist. So Sumadhyama means who has a nice beautiful waist. So you all are girls, you have beautiful waist. So in Sanskrit there are hundreds of words used for women. For so many words just for the eyes, for the teeth, for the nose, Sunasa, Sudanti, and that Sukeshi. For every part of the body of a woman there is one word for them. So there is also Sumadhyama. So what is the significance of this Sumadhyama? So he says that the head is called Uttamanga. In Sanskrit, one of the words for head is Shira. Shira is also called Uttamanga, means the best part. Because head is the best part of the body, right? If head is spoiled, everything is spoiled. If head is removed, person is dead, right? If the hand is cut, you still can survive. Leg is cut, you can still survive. There is one person, he has no hand, no leg, still he lives and does some amazing things. So, but without head, nobody can live. That's why it is called head. And it is the chief. In English also it is called the chief. So in Sanskrit also it is called Uttamanga, best part of the body. So Krishna is giving this logic to them by calling them Sumadhyama, because he also knows Nyaya. So his logic is like this. He says, Shriramsi khalu uttamang shabdena uchyante tani ati sundrani bhavatyah kripya mam yadi darshyanti eva tada madhyamangani api sundrani mam darshitum kalajjayati va. So he says that look, this head is called by the word Uttamanga, the best part of the body, which means this is most beautiful part, because most of the decoration, most of the the facial industry, all this works for this only, for the nose, for the eyes, for the eyebrows, for the cheeks, for the teeth, for hair. So much, how much, what is there for hand? So this is the most beautiful. When you want to beautify yourself, you pay a lot of attention to your this head. So he says this is your best part, this is most beautiful part, and you have no shame to show me this. Right? Because it was described that they went into the water up to their neck. Only their head was up. Says you are hiding everything else and showing me your head, which is the best. But generally what people do is that what is best they try to hide and show something like if you have gems and jewelry and this, you keep it, and if you have some potatoes, let it be outside. Okay, so the most precious thing you hide. So if you are showing me the most precious thing, what is the shyness in showing something which is less precious? So that's why he's saying Sumadhyama, the middle part. And what is the problem in showing your middle part, if you can show your top part? So tada madhyamangani api sundrani mam darshetu kalajai. So your middle part is also beautiful, you can show that, but it's not as beautiful as your head. So yesterday somebody was asking that were the gopis not angry by hearing this. Now you see the next sloka. So tasya tat kshvelitam drishtva gopyah prem pariplutah vridita preksha chanyonyam jataha sananiryayu. So when they saw Krishna's joking mood like this, then they were full of love for him. Because they understand that he does not have any bad intention. He's joking and they love him and he also loved them. So they felt shy, vridita, preksha, and therefore they started looking at each other. Like, you go. Because Krishna was calling. So he come one by one, so I said, you go. And the other was saying, no, you go. Thinking maybe if one starts, then others can also start. Somebody has to lead. So preksha cha anyonyam and jata hasa, and they were all laughing. Then this fellow is very deviant, but they did not come out. So kshvelitam rahasya parihasam drishtva. So seeing Krishna joking in this rahasya, in this secret or confidential manner, they were full of love for him. Because they understand him, they understood his mood. So manyamahe iyameva kanta sukhayitum. So what is the meaning of prem paripluta here? Then they are saying that one is thinking, I think she is the most suitable to please Krishna. She should go first, and then we can go. So iyameva kantam sukhayitum. So means this one only. Asmakam ahantaspadani anurupani kim bhavishyanti. And is it possible that I can also please him? So in this way they are thinking in their mind. Means they are having manonulapa. Somebody is saying something?
Yeah, here I have a reading Iyam Ekam Kantam Sukhayati instead of Evam.
Yeah, this you can take it like that. Iyam ekam, iyam eva. That makes more sense, although iyam ekam. So iyam ekam kantam sukhaitum, and then What? Nothing. Sukhayitu or sukhayitum. Maybe sukhayitu is better. Means let this one please him. Means because they are looking at each other, so they are saying maybe she should go. Like that. And shall I also go? Asmakam ahantaspadani anurupani. Am I qualified to go in front of him? Like that. Manonulapanandena magna. So in this way, there some dialogue is going in their head, thinking of Krishna, and they are full of love. That is the meaning of prem paripluta. So prema, where is prema? In the mind. So in the mind, prema does not mean that just prema means they are thinking about Krishna. That is the meaning of prem paripluta. So this is what is happening inside, internally. And externally, what are they doing? That bahistu anyonyam preksha bridita. Externally, they are seeing each other and feeling shy. Because one is looking at the other and saying, you go, and she says, no, how can I go? The other one is saying, you go, no, how can I go? It's not possible. So that is vridita. So iti api, so like as if they are saying, they are calling each other. It is not stated, but as if they are saying, Ai kamalekshane tvam avyati ayam. It's like one gopi's name is Kamalekshana. So the other one is saying, oh Kamalekshana, he is calling you. And he is saying, ekam agatya, he is calling you, you go. So the other one is saying, tathai ai sudhamukhi tvameva yahi. The other one is saying, sudhamukhi, you go. So that is the meaning of anyonyam, seeing each other. Sudham payanti. So you make him drink the nectar. You are sudhamukhi. Anyonyam jatahasa parijahasu eva natu nivedu. So in this way they are like basically joking with each other. You go, your name is Sudhamukhi, so you give him the Sudha nectar. Your name is Kamalekshana, you are like lotus eyed, so you go, like that. Evam bruvati govinde narmana kshipta chetasaha akanthamagna shitode vepamana bruvan. So when Krishna spoke like this, then their mind was very agitated by these jokes, and therefore they were inside the water, cold water, because by that time it already starts cold, after Kartik. So Akantha Magna, they were up to their neck into the water, and they were trembling, Dvepamana, because of cold. Satam Abruvan, so they spoke to him as follows, what is coming in the next sloka. Evam nana prakaram narma bruvati sati. So in this way, Krishna was joking with them in different manner, and therefore he is called here as Govinda. So Govinda has special meaning here. So Govinda means Gam Vindati. So Ga means speech, and Vindati means who knows, or no, Vind. There are 4 Vidhatus. Veti, Vinte, Vicharane. Vindati, attains. So Vachi Vindati iti tasmin means Narma Madhur Vacho Vindati iti tasmin. Means one who can speak very joking words. So therefore he is called Govinda. So what is his Narmavani, or his joking words, Tachchaidam Narma. So he was saying like this, Bho Khanjanakshya Yadi Yuyam Nagachata Tada Etaireva Vasobhi Sakha Nirbadhair Hindolikam Ubdhanadikam Cha Virachaya Maya Shayyate. So Khanjanakshi, Khanjan is one bird and it has, its eyes are like very unstable eyes. So when you say to some young girl Khanjanakshi or a heroine, means who is agitated. When your mind is agitated, you are looking here and there. So he's calling them Khanjanakshi. So he's saying that if you do not come here, then what am I supposed to do? So I'm going to take these dresses and I'm going to make one hindola. Hindola is like swing for sleeping, not for sitting down. And I'm also going to make one pillow from these dresses and I'm going to sleep. You can tie one end to one branch of the tree and then another there, and in between you lie down, hanging bed. So this is what I am going to do. I am going to tie sakha nibadhair. I am going to tie these cloths to the tree and I am going to make a swinging bed and one pillow, or maybe two, one for my head, one for my feet. And then I am going to sleep. That's what my plan is. Why I am going to do that? He says, Ratro vadya krita jagara mam nidra samprati ayati. He says, this night I did not sleep well. So now I am feeling sleepy. And this is a nice place. Cool wind is blowing. And there is no disturbance, no noise. If I go to the Vraja, then cows are mooing and calves are running around, people are talking. It's a very shant, peaceful place. So I'm going to sleep here. And there are plenty of dress, so I don't feel cold. So that's my program. Bho Gopala Tab Gavaha Trinlobhena Gahavaram Pravishta Tatasta Paravartitum Drutamito Yahi. So then gopis, they said that, oh cowherd boy, look, your cows have entered deep into the forest. You better go and get them. Otherwise, you never know where they will go. And then you will have problem finding them. So therefore quickly go. So then Krishna, he replies. She says, Bho Gopabala Drutamito Griha Krityartham Brajam Brajta. He says, don't worry about my cows. They eat grass. So they are not going to go anywhere. They are not going to enter into the river. They are not going to go ride mountain. They are not going to run away. They will be grazing grass. I will find them. Anyway, I will play flute. I will call them by their name. They will come. I know everybody's name. But you better go to the village and help your parents. Don't waste your time here. So quickly get out of the river and you have your household duties. So go to Vraj. I am a cowherd boy. I will remain here. I will sleep. So you go there. Pitradi Gurujanan Ma Samanjasam Abhyuta. So don't create anxiety for your parents and for your brothers, etc. Because they will be wondering where are these girls? Where have they gone? He says, my father is not going to search for me. He already knows that I go to forest. But this is not your place. So you run from here and I go to sleep. So then they are saying, Bho Pincha Chuda Vayamito masam vyapya griham nayam. So then they are saying that, oh Pinchachuda. Pinchachuda means one who has the peacock feather on his head. Shikhi Moli or Shikhi Pichi. Pincha is name for peacock feather. So he says that we have come from house, we have told our parents that we are doing vrata for 1 month. So we are not going anywhere from here for 1 month. So don't worry. You want to sleep? Sleep. Don't worry. Don't give us lecture that we should go and we should do this and we should do that. So therefore we are not going anywhere. What about the parents? So he says, Pitradi Gurujana Adesenaiva Katyayani Varatam Samapya Masamatram Udvasa Vratam Kurma. So he says, it is only on the instruction of our parents and elder members of the family that we are going to do here 1 month vrata. They said that you do 1 month Katyayani vrata, which is over today. Today is the last day. Now 1 month we are going to do water vrata. Means we are going to remain inside the Yamuna for 1 month. So therefore don't worry. Don't want to give our dress to us, that's alright. We are here and our parents also know this. And after 1 month is over, then we will go. So Mas Matram Udavasa Vratam. This is called a new type of vrata. It is called Udavas. Udavas means residing in the water. So then Krishna says, Bho tapasminya ahamapi yusmad darshan prabhavad udbhut graha vas vairagyam samprati masam vyapya atraiva nabho vas vratam chikirsham. So he is saying that, oh tapaswinis, means you austere ladies, you sages, saintly girls, that after seeing you having your darshan and having the power and the sankalpa, the willpower that you have, I have also developed vairagya for house. So I am not going to Vraja. So my vairagya has sprung up. Generally I am not into vairagya, but by seeing you, my vairagya has jumped out of my heart. Udbhut griha vas vairagya. That, what is the vairagya? Vairagya from griha vas, going to the house, no residence in the house. So what am I going to do for 1 month? I am going to live in the sky. You are going to do jalavas, udavas, I am going to do skyvas. Right? So you heard of this Aivash? So he says, I will be Nabhavas. Nabha means sky, because he is up on the tree. So he says, okay, I make my residence here. You can be in the water and I will be here. This is my wish. And if you actually bless me, then I have one more wish. Yadi cha anukampadhve tada ito avruhya yusmabhi samam udvas vratam eva kartum prayami. If you can bless me, if all of you can give me your blessing, then I, instead of doing this skyvas, living in the space, I will come down from the tree and I will join you. And I will also live inside the river with you. So please give me this blessing that I come to you. So iti narmana akshipta chetasaha. So this is how Krishna was talking to them, and therefore their minds were disturbed. Because the sloka says narmana akshipta chetasaha. Shankya tatopi adhik jale akantha magna vekmana. When the gopis heard like this, they went deeper into water. But you never know, he may come here now. So therefore it is said that Akantha Magna Shitode Vepamana Shitena Shanka Harsa Atsukyadi Bhischa. So they were shivering, and this shivering is due to cold, but also there is something else. The shivering is also because of happiness, because they are happy to be talking to Krishna. There is also some doubt what will happen now, next. She goes on joking like this, and there is curiosity. So all these things making them shiver or tremble. So Manayam Bhokritasthvantu Nandagopasuta Priyam Jani Moanga Vrajslagyam Dehi Vasam Sivepita. So now they are saying that, hey, O Krishna, Ma Anayam. So Naya means justful act. Anaya means unjust act. So he says, don't be so unjust, O Krishna. Ma Anayam Bhokrita Tvantu. So don't do that. So Ma Krita or Kritha. Why? Because you are Nanda Gopsutam. You are son of Nanda Maharaj. You are Priyam. You are very dear. You are Vrajslagyam. Everybody praises you. Everybody sings songs about you, including us. So this type of activity is not good for you, then people will criticize you everywhere. So being such a praiseworthy person, why are you doing something like this? So, what is that? Marnadati richyate. So both Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, for a man of prestige, disgrace is worse than death. So you are a man of honor, not disgrace, man of honor. So it is not good for you to do. So therefore, please give us our dresses. And look, we are shivering due to cold. Don't make us trouble. Vasansi dehi vepita. So Prathmam Samna Ahu. So when you are in trouble and you have person with whom you have to deal, so there is a niti for that. Means diplomacy, how to deal with a person diplomatically. So there are 4 things you apply: Sam, Dam, Bhed and Danda. So first is Sam. Sam means trying to talk in a peaceful, friendly manner, trying to put sense into someone's head that look, this is not good for you, don't do like this, give this. This is called win-win situation, right? These days they say call win-win. So that is called Sam. Sam means in a congenial manner, friendly manner. Next is Dan. You can give gift. Okay, I do this to you, you do that favor to me. Then if that is not possible, then Bhed. Try to create disturbance. Means create trouble for the person. Then gets trouble, then he comes to you, okay, don't create trouble for me. And then if that fails, then Danda. Then fight. Hit with the stick. So that's what he says. He says the first thing is that they are applying the polity of Sama. So Prathmam Samna Ahu Anayam Anyayam Makritha. Please do not act in an unjust manner. Nanu mugdha yuvam mam naiv parichunutha yayo मयि अपि अनीति कलंकम दातुम न शंकद्वे तत्राहु त्वन्तु इति अन्यान् व्रजस्थान् अपि न जानीम एव त्वां तु अति प्रसिद्धं नंदराजस्य सुतं जानीम एव. So they are saying that, so then Krishna says that you are very innocent, you don't know me, who I am, right? People talk like that, you don't know who I am, so you do not understand me, and that's why you are trying to now put this blame on me. You are not fearing. So yam mam naiv parichunutha yatho mai aniti kalankam datum na sankadve. You are not scared to call me unjust. You are daring to call me unjust. That's why you are saying don't be unjustful. That means I am doing something unjust act. So you do not know who I am, and that's why you are doing it. So then the gopis say, no, we know very well. It says, Tvam tu ati pratisiddham, you are very famous. You are son of Nandaraj, the king of Vraja, Janimeva, Gopa Bhupa epi drishyate iti abhidhanat. Because the word Gopa also means Bhupa. Bhupa means king. Why Bhupa means king? Bhu means earth. Pa means protector. So protector of earth is king. Gopa can also mean king, because Go means earth also. Go means cow, Go means peace, Go means raise. So if you take the meaning of Go as earth, then Gopa means king. So therefore Nanda Maharaj is also king. So Gopa Bhupa Pidrishyate iti avidana. Tatrapi Vrajastha Matrasya api Slagyam. So we know that you are praiseworthy of everybody in Vraja. Tatrapi Priyam. Not only praiseworthy, everybody loves you. So then Krishna says, Nanu bho nirbuddhe yadi ham rajya putraha tarhi katham mai aniti rajputrapi kochit aniti mantami iti chet. So he says, you are very foolish. You are saying, I am son of Nanda Maharaj and you know me, I am son of a king, I am a prince. So how can a prince be unjust? Kings are very justful and I am a prince. So Rajputrapi kochit aniti mante iti chet. No, katham aham braj lagya. And if I am doing this, then how I can be praiseworthy of the Vraja, priyascha, and dear to them? Nahi aniti matsu slagha pritirva sambhavet iti bhava. Nobody praises a person who is unjust, who is corrupt. Forget about loving him. Nanu satyam striyo vayam vaktum anabhigyastasmat kripya eva aparadham kshantva vasamsi dehi vepita vayam iti kripam janayanti. So then gopis are saying, okay, you are right, we are women, we are simple, we are unable to argue with you, you are very smart, we have no knowledge, so therefore please forgive us that we called you unjust. You are not unjust, you are very praiseworthy, you are slagya, you are this, all this. So look, we are trembling, we are shivering out of cold. So in this way they are trying to incite feeling of compassion in Krishna's heart, thinking that he will give. So this is the psalm, means in a non-violent manner, not trying to irritate the other person and trying to fulfill your goal. So we'll stop here if there is any question to ask.
Babaji, could I ask a question which is not related exactly with this class?
Yes.
So, as I understand, this chapter is chronologically following the Venu Gita. And in the Venu Gita, the married girls, they must be already like 15, 16 years old, as you explained. But Krishna, at that time, he's only 6 years old, because lifting Govardhan is the 7th, so, and here he's 6 years and 3 months, so he's not much more than 6 years. But then we know Radharani is a little bit younger than Krishna and these gopis, so how is that possible?
How is that?
How is that possible that Krishna is 6 years and this group of gopis is 15 or 16, but they must be younger than Krishna?
I don't know how to think, because they were called married there. At least that's what Vishwanath Chakravarti said, that the previous ones were married and these ones are not married. So even if they are not 15, at least 9, 10, something like that. Of course, according to Brahma Vaivarta Puran, Radharani is senior to Krishna in age. But of course, we don't accept that. Because there is a story there that once Krishna, Nanda Maharaj was in forest, you know the story probably, and he had Krishna in his lap, and then big storm started coming, so he gave Krishna to Radharani that please take him home. This means Radharani was bigger because she was carrying Krishna. And then when she was carrying, in between they stopped, and then Brahma came there and married them. So now you'll say, how he got married when he was in the lap?
Then there's also the story where Krishna comes when Radharani was born, and she's not opening her eyes, and as soon as Krishna looks at her, then she opens her eyes. I don't know where that is, but that seems to imply that Krishna is a little older, because he's in the cradle, but he can still look into her cradle.
Yeah, I think they become old and young according to the pastime. Whatever is necessary. If he can lift Govardhan, when he's 6-year-old, he can also marry her, he can do whatever he wants to do. Okay. So any other question? Otherwise we start our Harinamamrita Prakaran.